So I'll talk how we decide. So every season, so the next season we're going to work on will be spring 19. So I'll start out by looking at, are there any special anniversaries that are going to be going on in the league, whether it's who won the championship, who won MVP, you know, what was it about that time period that we might want to celebrate. So that's one thing we'll look at. Or we'll look at, sometimes we get new players signed, like we recently got Chris Webber just about a year ago. So we just launched our first jersey with him. So if we get new players, we'll want to start with that. So the first step in the process is figuring out what jerseys are we going to make. And once we decide that, between myself and our sales group, then we'll start the research process. And we'll get images from a place like Getty Images, just because we can get really high resolution, great pictures where we can zoom in and see details if we need them. But we'll also contact our friends maybe at the Basketball Hall of Fame. If they are great to work with. If I say, you know, do you have a 1993-94 Chris Webber jersey? And they do, they'll just send it to me sometimes. So we'll go to them. I'll go online and look to see if I can purchase a real game-worn jersey so we can recreate it. Or we also have a lot of collectors that we have relationships with that I can email or call. They may have it, they may know somebody who has one. There are authorities where I could say, do you know, was this two-layered twill? And some of them know it off the top of their head. So go through the process, whether it's images, getting a real image. We also work with the league. The NBA is very supportive of what we do, and if we need artwork or we have a question, for instance, we just did an Allen Iverson jersey that has a black band here. You know, you can find on Getty that it was because Wilt Chamberlain passed away, so the Sixers were. But sometimes there's older things that we're not sure of, and we can go to the league and they'll help us to determine if there's something different or something, you know, that we want to talk about. So we have the big thing is to have great relationships with all these people, because they all love the game, and whether it's the collectors or the NBA or the Basketball Hall of Fame, we all want the same thing, and that's to tell the story of the games through the uniforms. So once we get all the research together, I gather that and then go to our development group and show them, and together with them, we say, okay, this is the fabric that we're going to do. This is the twill that we're going to do. And they create what's called the tech pack, which is all the artwork and all the details to send to the factory. So they do all the nuts and bolts, creating the art, saying this number needs to be 8 inches down from the neckline. The size of the numbers on the back are 10 inches, or whatever the detail might be. And then they take that artwork, send it to the factory, and then we start with back and forth. Factory sends us the first sample. We don't like this, we do like this, and we go back and forth a number of times until we think it's as authentic as it should be.